We welcome you back to the Brunswick Zone, Wheat Ridge, Colorado, and our continuing live coverage of the Plastic Ball Championship. Our thanks to Jerry Wilson, the general manager here at Brunswick Zone Wheat Ridge. A great week of activities, and how about that breakfast earlier today, Randy?
It was wonderful. And, you know, we use plastic utensils for that.
Nice. Stay with the theme. I like it. We flash back to 1993, the last time someone won on the tour with a plastic ball. That man, Walter Ray Williams Jr., did it at the Homestead Classic.
A lot of people forget that Walter Ray, when he first came out on tour, actually hooked the ball quite a bit. Look at him make that plastic ball sing.
248, 215 over Joe Furpo. This the second stop in the PBA Extreme Swing. Began in November in Detroit. The Ultimate Scoring Championship continues next week in Indianapolis with the Atonic Marathon Open at Woodland Bowl there in Indy. And the Woodland Bowl hosting the tour for the 26th time and for the 6th season in a row. It's a unique marathon format, features 6 different oil patterns and 54 total games. Live coverage next Sunday, 12:30 Eastern on ESPN. And equipment, like in any sport, has changed dramatically through the years. No difference in bowling. Here's Randy with the evolution of the bowling ball.
The evolution of the bowling ball. Well, I'll tell you, a lot has changed in 50 years on the PBA Tour. Back in the 50s, all the players pretty much threw a rubber bowling ball. These balls didn't hook, and there was an emphasis on shot making and accuracy. Who can forget the black and white videos of Don Carter winning his 5 majors? In the 60s and 70s, we saw the introduction of plastic. And even though the players still at times used rubber, plastic was the dominating ball. Earl Anthony won the majority of his 10 majors using plastic. And who can forget Mark Roth and his dominance in the late 70s, winning 22 times using a yellow dot. And that's when we actually started to see a little bit of ball motion. The 80s saw the introduction of urethane. And this very ball right here, Del Ballard won 4 majors. And all of a sudden now, we started to see more and more ball motion down the lane. In the 90s, we saw the introduction of reactive resin, and in my opinion, it totally changed the game. The scoring environment in the sport skyrocketed. 300 games went through the roof because this ball was the most angular, most hook that anybody had ever bowled with.
He has just made his 52nd 300 perfect game.
In 2000, they came out with an even stronger reactive resin. It's called Particle. It would actually put these tiny little pyramids in the cover stock of the reactive resin. It's kind of like putting snow chains on your car tires. This thing is the most aggressive piece of equipment money can buy today. You know, a lot has changed in 50 years, but there's one constant that remains. They're all still round.
All right, we assume they're going to remain round, Randy, but what's next for the future of bowling balls?
I don't know. I don't know how much stronger they can get. USBC is putting restrictions on the dynamics, the numbers of the cores. So, well, I'll tell you what, there's always companies out there, manufacturers, experimenting with different shapes, different types of weight blocks, different cover stocks, and trying to find that perfect combination to create that monster bowling ball.
You know, in 20 years, there's going to be a couple more bowling balls on that next timeline that you're going to have to do. So start doing your research on that one, all right? When we return to Wheat Ridge, semifinal number 2, Michael Fagan taking on Jeff Carter, and Hall of Famer Brian Boss joins us live in the booth. Good reacts, Brian.